to get her husband jailed. She spent 10 days drawing large amounts of her own blood, then spilled it across the floor. After smearing the blood with her palms, she wiped it away with napkins. When police arrived and scanned the scene with a searchlight, the faint blood traces under UV light made them suspect a homicide had taken place. Next, she took an iron rod, stained it with her blood, and hid it in the fireplace. When officers found the weapon, it was naturally treated as the murder weapon. To fabricate a motive, she maxed out her husband's credit cards and bought a high-value life insurance policy in his name, designating herself as the beneficiary. Tracing the evidence, police assumed the husband, drowned in debt, had killed his wife for the insurance money. All she needed to do was disappear. They had once been a loving couple, but after marriage, the man grew complacent. During a low point, he even cheated with his student. When the woman discovered this, she decided on the cruelest revenge. She pored over countless crime books, studied police investigation methods and procedures thoroughly, and crafted the perfect crime scene. When the husband came home, he immediately sensed something was wrong. The house was in disarray, and his wife had vanished without a trace. Before he could process it, police arrived, inspected each room, and quickly noticed blood smudges on the kitchen cabinets. He was taken to the station for fingerprint and DNA sampling. He explained they'd met 5 years earlier and fallen in love at first sight. His wife, beautiful and a PhD in psychology, had become a homemaker, leading a simple life. He worked as an editor, and they'd moved back to his hometown 3 years ago to care for his ailing mother. With the crime scene sealed, he moved in with his sister. That night, police encountered his wife's pregnant best friend at the door. Frantic about the disappearance, she tried to pry for info but was brushed off by officers citing busyness. An officer mentioned all family assets were in the wife's name, even the bar his sister ran was under her ownership. Detectives later found clues the wife had planted and recalled him to the station. He revealed they played an annual treasure hunt on their anniversary to strengthen their bond. Following the first clue, he guessed the destination was his office and found the second clue there. Police also discovered a pair of sexy panties, which they bagged as evidence while mocking his alleged promiscuity. The next clue pointed to Brown Cottage, but he claimed ignorance. That night, he sneaked into an old house, found the third clue on a table, and lied to tailing detectives that it was his father's property. He visited weekly for inspections. The house was blue, not brown, but Brown was his father's last name, making it Brown Cottage via wordplay. Detectives, missing the pun, let him go. The third clue read, punish wood and candy. Stumped, he set it aside. The next day, the wife's parents held a press conference to enlist public help. Facing reporters, the husband gave a brief statement, then stood awkwardly to the side. But when posing for photos, he stood beside his wife's portrait and laughed inexplicably.